Thank you all for being here today. I would like to thank the Australian Research Council for this opportunity to present our project Wayuna. Wayuna is an Aboriginal term for clear water which encompasses our project's mission to deliver quality water to remote Aboriginal communities to help close the gap in United Nations Sustainable Development Goal of ensuring availability and sustainable water management and sanitation for all. Australia is claimed to be one of the countries in the world with the purest, best tasting tap water, but most of us take this for granted. Reports have noted that Australia is falling short in its delivery of water services to remote First Nations communities as measured against the Australian Drinking Water Guidelines. The water problem in remote communities is reflected with various reputable health and epidemiological studies where chronic diseases such as diabetes, kidney disease, cancer, and infections are among the top causes of death. Set out a comprehensive national framework for water quality that is free from microbiological and chemical contaminants and has acceptable taste, color, and odor. But still, more than 500 million Australians in 400 regional remote communities do not have access to clean drinking water, according to a study by Dr. Wirewall. And in Western Australia, 37 communities are at risk for water contaminated with nitrates, uranium, E. coli, and Algeria species. And one community, Mulga Queen, located in Goldfields, Western Australia, has exceeded levels of all four contaminants. In order to meet UN's sustainable goal of clean water and sanitation and good health and well-being for all, the government has strategized to address public health problems related to contaminated water by upgrading water treatment systems and introducing microbial water testing in the remote settlements. In addition, the government has prioritized developing solutions for restoration and remediation of fresh and potable water in science. So, how can we help? Drinking water supplies in remote and regional communities are at risk of both microbial and chemical contamination by naturally occurring elements in deep bore sources. Existing water systems are relatively simple, typically providing only basic disinfection, while previously installed advanced treatments are expensive and high-tech. With the guiding principle of fit for purpose, fit for place, and fit for people, we would like to introduce a simple, sustainable water purification system for quality drinking water, the Wayuna Project. So how does it work? The technology is simple. First, the Wayuna treatment tank will take feed water from ground or surface water sources and will pass through three treatment stages. The first stage involves biosorption of inorganic contaminants such as heavy metals using Chlorella sorokiniana. Second involves biodegradation of organic compounds and microorganisms such as E. coli using the microalgae Chlorella vulgaris. The purified liquid is further disinfected with chlorine. And finally, fluoride is added to improve the taste and adjust the pH. Water would be routinely tested before storage in secure water tanks, and the solid biomass formed by microalgae will be collected and can be used as fertilizers. Water treatment. The growing problem of global warming and the increasing energy consumption in the water sector entail a paradigm shift of water treatment plants to become more environmentally and economically sustainable. In this regard, microalgae technology has a good deal of advantages over advanced treatment systems such as lower operation cost, energy requirement, biomass production, greenhouse emissions, whilst effectively removing water contaminants. Moreover, the Wayuna microalgae system is easier to operate. Upon implementation, the project will consist of two phases. The first phase will run for 12 months and will consist of administrative preparations, optimization of laboratory working conditions, setup of prototype, quality testing, and site visits and evaluation. The second phase includes installation of the prototype at the site, workflow refinement, training of local staff, quality testing, and system monitoring. After successfully running the project in our pilot community, we also see the opportunity of producing and improving the prototypes for future use. The required funding for Phase 1 is $280,000, which will be used for laboratory supplies and reagents, construction of the prototype, labor costs, travel, and indirect costs. For Phase 2, the proposed budget is $260,000 for reagents, prototype installation, labor costs, training costs, system monitoring, travel, and administrative costs. We aim to see health, social, environmental, and in the long-term economic benefits through availability of clean potable water in the community right after installation, continuous supply of clean water for the community with no reports of uninterrupted supply within 1 year of installation, budget savings from the local government from unnecessary additional water treatment, a sustainable water treatment system that only requires minimum troubleshooting within 1 year of installation, reduce greenhouse emissions by using solid biomass recovery after water treatment procedures, and a healthier community after 1 year of installation, evident by less reported water related diseases and less visits to the primary clinic. In this presentation, I would like to quote the WSSA. For remote First Nation communities, the delivery of safe drinking water is not only critical but fundamental to many closing the gap targets, impact on public health, remote living, and well being of people and the communities. Thank you.